There was a young man named Jason, who spent most of his days scrolling through social media, dreaming about becoming famous. He admired influencers who streamed their daily lives and gained thousands of followers. He thought to himself, if only I could find a way to go viral, then people would know my name. He was not patient enough to build a channel slowly, so he made a decision that was reckless and foolish. Thought that doing something shocking would bring him the attention he craved, Jason planned a burglary. He noticed a small electronics shop near his apartment. The shop was filled with gadgets, headphones, cameras, and laptops. He told himself, if I stream this live, everyone will watch me and my channel will explode. He ignored the fact that burglary was a serious crime. He ignored the possibility of being caught. Instead, he focused only on likes, views, and fame. On a Friday night, Jason put on a black hoodie and gloves. He grabbed his phone, opened a streaming app, and pressed the button to go live. The screen lit up, and within seconds, a few viewers joined. They typed in the chat asking what he was doing. Jason grinned and whispered, "Watch this. I am about to do something no one has ever dared." He moved toward the shop and began prying the back door open. The viewers sent laughing emojis and cheering comments. Jason felt proud. He thought he was clever. Inside the shop, Jason pointed the phone camera at shelves filled with shiny products. He bragged to his viewers, "Look at all of this, I can take whatever I want." He stuffed headphones and tablets into a bag while the chat flooded with shocked reactions. Some told him to stop. Others told him he was insane. A few even encouraged him. But Jason only cared about the number of viewers climbing higher. What Jason forgot was that his streaming app automatically displayed his geotag. He had never turned off the location setting. Every viewer could see exactly where he was broadcasting. From the city, the street, and even the corner were visible for all to read. Some viewers who recognized the location quickly contacted the police.
Ow.
They reported that a man was live streaming a burglary in progress. The police took the call seriously and rushed to the scene. Meanwhile, Jason continued his stream, completely unaware that his geotag had betrayed him. He danced around the store holding up gadgets to the camera. "Look at me, internet," he shouted. "I am the new king of live streaming." Imagined himself waking up the next morning with millions of followers and news channels talking about him. He believed he had found fame at last. Suddenly, blue and red lights flashed through the store windows. Jason froze. His viewers typed frantically in the chat. "The police are outside." Jason thought it was a joke, but the sound of sirens grew louder. He panicked, running to the back door. But the officers were already there, commanding him to drop the bag and put his hands up. Jason stumbled and tried to turn off the stream, but his phone slipped from his hand, landing on the floor. The camera kept rolling, showing everything as the officers entered and placed him in handcuffs. The live stream did not end immediately. Thousands of people watched as Jason was led out of the shop, still in disbelief. His dream of fame had turned into public humiliation. Comments poured in, calling him careless, reckless, and foolish. The geotag had made it impossible to hide, and his plan for glory collapsed in the blink of an eye. At the police station, Jason sat in silence. The officer shook his head and said, "You handed us the evidence on a silver plate. You recorded your own crime and even gave us the map to find you." Jason lowered his head, realizing the full weight of his mistake. He had not only failed to gain positive attention, but had destroyed his own future. Days later, news outlets reported the story of the man who live-streamed his own burglary. Viewers across the world laughed and shook their heads at the absurdity. It became an example of how chasing quick fame can lead to disaster. Teachers mentioned it in classrooms to remind students about consequences. Parents told their children about Jason as a warning. Jason himself wished he could go back and erase that night, but it was too late. From his jail cell, he thought about how much easier life could have been if he had used his creativity for something good. He could have streamed video game sessions or cooking experiments or music. He could have built an audience slowly with honesty and patience. Instead, he had chosen the shortcut of crime and lost everything. In return, the lesson was clear. Fame earned through wrongdoing never lasts. Fame earned through recklessness always ends in shame. Tools like live streams and geotags are powerful, and they can be used for learning, for sharing, for entertaining. But if they are used without wisdom, they can expose mistakes to the entire world. Jason learned this lesson in the hardest way possible. And so the dude who live-streamed a burglary and forgot to turn off his geotag became a cautionary tale reminding everyone that chasing attention without thinking can flood your life with trouble instead of success.